I'm Bev Nugent. I'm the mother of a disabled person and her name is Angela. She has complex needs. She is a wheelchair user and she's non-verbal. I do have another name. It's called the Mother from Hell. And I had sat on a number of committees and boards and basically got nowhere. I'm aging and I still believed exactly what I believed in those days, that everybody has to have some form of equality. If you can't run, sing, dance and jump, there has to be something that is individualized for you. I believed it then and I still believe it now. I have been told that, Bev, why are you still trying to change things? Why aren't you overseas on a holiday? Why aren't you doing so and so? Well, I decided for the last shot to give it one more shot. And I guess it's being involved with people who have enthusiasm and being involved with people who believe in the same rights that these guys have.
Would you like to sing today? Little Sirocco, how do you do? Hello. Your turn. Hooray!
Was it easy? No, it wasn't. Because I've never had a caseworker over the years. And looking back, perhaps that was a mistake. I probably really needed one. And having support that individualizes, backs up, understands, really does carry you through. But you know what? I am just so ecstatic that I'm still that mother from hell, a little bit toned down, but still that mother from hell. And now what this young lady has is what I had begged for years and years ago. She deserves this right, and she's getting this right. I'm happy, she's happy, and her photo journal shows that yes, she's having that opportunity to have that experience. And I really don't mind what she learns. To me, the outcome is having the opportunity to experience. She needed more opportunities, but with block funding, you do not have the opportunity. If I was to go out into the community, I don't take the whole of my family with me. I don't take the whole of the office with me or whatever. And so why should they have to always go out in groups to a society that really doesn't know terribly much about them anyway? Everything is geared to who I want to go with, who I like, where I want to go, and just two people or a single person enjoying that experience. Now, I seem to have, and she seems to have, a collection of allies from all sections of her life. We have the specialists of the multimedia, we have the health and well-being part of it, we have the remedial massage, and we have the podiatrist, and we have people who are matched, have known her for years, but now matched. It's matching the right people who give a damn. I saw that the Aging and ADAC, Aging and Disability and Home Care, had a person-centred hotline. So one morning I decided, yes, this is the way to go. So the whole process took quite some time. I also believe that because I've never had a caseworker, all those years, I really needed a caseworker with all the change that's going on with the amount of information. One gets lost. Then I got a letter that sort of said that yes, I'd been successful in applying for individual funding. I wondered what the catch was actually. And then since then, and that's what's probably so good about individualising it, nothing stagnates. It is a progressive thing. Things change all the time. I'm still having lots of meetings and whatnot. I guess knowing what I wanted, having it all in place, and I just needed the funding to go with it to sort of carry it out. It's an ongoing process, and that's what's so good. It's not the routine of this is what it's been for the last 40 years. It is all things are new, and they are different this month to what they were last month, and that's the ongoing process, and that's the part that really is important while Angie's the way she is. One of the most important things is her support person is a willing spirit, and this has really worked with this customer experience. I think the first time she went there, they were a little confused at what have we got here. But because of being visual, because of the support person being the right person, she has now become a person which is greeted, not just tolerated and accepted, but greeted, where the florist staff people said that this is Angela, she is our valued customer, and basically she needs a little extra time to choose the flowers that she wishes to buy. She is not the type of usual customer, but she is valued. Well, Multimedia for Angela is her touch-sensitive switch, and basically it's set up for music and for videos. And this is all visual once again, and this is all composed to her liking. And yes, there has been a number of times where we've added things to different parts of her program, and she told us politely, no, I don't want it. She's very much in tune to the visualizer and to her some of her songs, which mean more to her, sung by different people. It also means a lot to hear her sister Michelle, who has contributed to some of the videoing. It's a way of contact. It's a way of just being part of something that's hers and hers alone. Multimedia allows her to be visual and present it in her best light. It also gives the actual support person who is with Angela a different focus. It's an added focus that when she's out, right, the feedback of communication is now done through photos, not through 2 lines in a book. Best of all, it's the sharing of people who know her. It is the sharing of people who do not know her. And it's the sharing of people who have assessed her previously in the past, who now view her differently, wholly and solely because she's been brought up into the new age, shall we say. It's given her choice. More importantly, it's given her autonomy. Even when we travel, when we go to my other daughter's place for celebration dinners or whatever, the multimedia setup has to come. And how nice, because one gets lost in communication and celebration at somebody's home. And how nice that she feels that she has her space. She has her equipment. And quite often, if it's a bigger celebration and there's people there that I don't know, they all stand around her and they watch what she does. They don't ask me what her disability is. They don't ask me what's wrong. They all talk about, doesn't she enjoy this setup? And isn't it wonderful? And she knows she's on show and gives her best performance. More importantly, it is true inclusion. And when you've got somebody of Angela's level of disability where they were dismissed, she is no longer dismissed. Individual funding for Angela means the opportunity to experience. And I may have mentioned this before. Yes, she is different, but she's certainly not less. Anybody that has seen her website would probably be aware that I'm afraid I am over exuberant with quotes. So I guess the best way to finish, if I could just read you this quote, which I think sums up how I feel about the whole thing about opportunity. The quote itself is written by Franklin D. Roosevelt, and it sums it all up. We know that equality of individual ability has never existed, and it certainly never will. But we do insist that the equality of opportunity still must be sought, and I do. Thank you.